Hey up everyone, today I'm going to try and decrypt what's going on in the Malle Moto, or the originals by Motul category as they're calling it these days. After a crash during the special, Emmanuel Guillen made it to the finish, completing the special just over an hour behind the top Rally 2 riders and lost precious time to his rivals. It was actually Josep Pedro who came home fastest on his Husqvarna in 14th place in Rally 2 and 40 minutes behind Michael Doherty. Javi Vega was second on the stage, just 3 minutes back from Pedro and 2 minutes ahead of Jerome Martini, who was third fastest and 18th in Rally 2. Martini was followed by Benjamin Melo in 19th, who had gained 17 minutes on Guillen, who was back in 27th place in Rally 2. Rookie Maxi Sheck was in 29th and Tiziano Interno from Rally POV was in 30th on the day. What that means in the rally is that Guillen still leads, but Benjamin Melo is now just 6 minutes and 45 seconds behind him. Josep Pedro is in third, just under 15 minutes behind the leader, but Pedro, Martini and Javi Vega are all neck and neck. Pedro and Martini are just 7 seconds apart, and Javi Vega is just a minute behind them. Maxi Sheck jumps up to 6 overall, and Tiziano Interno is in 7th, ahead of Florian Bansilon and David Pobisca, with Andrea Gava, who has taken over in the Cove Italy team from Cesare Zacchetti. Simon Marchik is in 11th place, and despite what the Dakar listings say, he is on a Cove, not a Husqvarna this year. So of the top 11, we have 3 Coves surrounded by a sea of orange, along with Martini's Honda and Jose Pedro's Husky. There have been more crashes today, and as well as Guillen's crash, among the others, sadly, was Tobias Ebster on the Rally 2 Hero, who is now out of the rally along with 4 others that I know about. All are listed as continuing with the Dakar experience rules, but they won't be counted as finishers. In Rally GP, Sanders is still on top, but it was Tosha Shirena's day today. He came home first despite a tumble, and Ricky Brabeck, consistent as a metronome, was second, just 2 minutes behind Shirena. Sanders was third fastest on the day, but even with bonus points he amassed, he lost over a minute on Brabeck. The Hondas did better today, with Skylar House 5th fastest and Van Beveren 9th fastest. Nacho was the fastest hero in 6th, and Ross Branch 7th, 45 seconds behind Cornejo. Bradley Cox was fastest Sherco, and he is their sole chance of success this year now, as Santolino is out as well as Harith Noah. Martin Micek was 13th fastest on the day, and Mason Klein was 20th on the leaderboard for the stage. Overall, that means that Brabeck moves into second behind Sanders, with Tosha Shirena moving up to third. These 3 are separated by just 70 seconds, but they have stretched out a lead of 8 minutes on Canet, who is in 4th now. Luciano Benavides is in 5th overall, followed by Skylar Howes and the 2 heroes. Branch is still ahead of Cornejo, and they are separated by 5 minutes. Branch has almost 15 minutes to make up after another time penalty, and the top 10 is finished off by Adrian Van Beveren and the top Rally 2 rider Michael Doherty. Martin Micek is still the top Hoto rider in 12th, and Bradley Cox on the Sherco lies in 13th place. Mason Klein is in 23rd place, but now over an hour and a half behind the leaders, because the top 10 are all within 23 minutes of each other. That means he still has an hour and 10 minutes away from the top 10 slot, but he is still in it, and with 2 marathon stages to come, anything can happen. Milan Engel from the Orion team is the top Cove rider in 24th place overall and 12th in Rally 2. Sunier sits in 31st place in Rally 2, and Neil Sterick is now up to 37th place after pushing his bike home to finish in very last place after the prologue. That means in 3 stages he has climbed up over 60 places in the overall standings. There's more footage going up on the Kofi group, so do keep an eye out there. I will try and remember to post links here on the community page, but they always go up on the Kofi group first. Tomorrow brings day one of the first of the marathon stages, so we could have even more changes. Who will be leading when the stage is finished is anyone's guess, but the way Ricky Brabeck is riding, I wouldn't bet against him, and the Hondas are massing. Thanks as always for the support, and don't forget to go and check out the footage on the Ko-fi group. Here's the tomorrow.